Hello and welcome back to Wario Winter, the advent calendar where I'm looking through every single Wario game. Today, we're looking at the birth of one of his main series, WarioWare Inc. Mega MicroGames on the GBA. Let's get started. WarioWare, right out the gate, is so unbelievably absurd, but in the best way possible. There is not a single moment when you have any idea what's going to happen next and what the next game is going to look like. This, I think, is what WarioWare's bread and butter is, never letting you get too comfortable for too long before pulling the rug out from under you. I just love the entire idea that Wario wants to make a game for money. It's a really funny way to give a reason for what was probably just a thread to put together a whole bunch of random small ideas the developers had. Unlike something like Wario Blast, this inclusion of Wario fits so well, and I love the direction they took. As for the rest of the cast of characters, they're so funny, and I love how varied they all are. I think 9V is my favorite for his microgames and personality. I, being a Nintendo fan, will always have a love for stupid niche references to Nintendo's past. In this game, they're in full effect on 9V, and that's why he's my favorite. Talking about the microgames as a whole, you could tell this is the first entry. Like, I know that there are only so many different ways you can make something interactive and fun in 5 seconds, but I was surprised at how fast the game started repeating microgames. Like, the majority of the new ones stop showing up after the second section or so, and then after that there are 1 or 2 here and there, but overall it just starts repeating them or just using slight variations of the other ones. I get that not only is this the first game, but it's also on the GBA, a console with not that much memory, but I just thought that there would be maybe a few more here. Talking about the standout ones though, like I said, the classic Nintendo ones were my favorite. I loved that we got even more obscure ones, like the Mario Clash reference. I'm shocked Nintendo would ever want to acknowledge the Virtual Boy at all, but I suppose Wario did have an entry on there. Beyond the main games, the boss fights were a super cool idea. My favorite, I think, was the one at the end of Dr. Krygor's, where you have to play as a robot and fire at asteroids while protecting Earth. It was just a fun extended minigame where timing really meant the most, and I appreciated that. I was kind of surprised to see a storyline here. As I said before, I hadn't played a WarioWare game before this one, so I wasn't really aware of how the game was played. I really appreciate, though, that although it's super simple and as silly as the rest of the game is, it's still rather cohesive and is a nice way to tie everything together to bring you back from one place to the next. I was just happy it was here, and it's nice to see those wacky characters in their element. This was a fantastic start to what I'm sure is going to be an amazing series. It's rare that a series gets it right on the first go, but I honestly feel like they did so here. I'm super excited to see what WarioWare has for me in the future. Have you played Mega Micro Games? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe while you're down there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.